Welcome to Springdale School, where mysteries hide in plain sight. Today we continue Case 1, The Silent Clock Tower. All right, let's begin. Chapter 4, The Stone Remembered. By Thursday, Aarav couldn't stop thinking about the single hidden turn inside the stone. The tower hadn't moved, but something in it had. One turn, one hidden movement. The clock tower still stood where it always had, gray and narrow against the sky, but it no longer belonged to the background. It felt like a question that had begun to wake up. Aarav noticed it before first bell. The wind was light that morning, uncertain. He listened anyway. Nothing. Maya adjusted her bag strap beside him. "It's not ready," she murmured. Leo arrived with a different book tucked under his arm. Thinner. Older. He held it carefully, as if it might object to being rushed. "I checked the public library catalog," he explained. "There are records that never made it into the school copy." Zara's gaze sharpened. "About what?" "About Springdale," Leo replied. "Before it was the school." Ben rolled up beside them. "So we're missing pieces." Leo nodded. "Whole sections." The public library felt older than the schools. Less polished. More honest. The floors creaked softly beneath their steps. The air carried the dry scent of paper and dust. Leo guided them toward the back, past a desk where an elderly man stamped returns with slow, ceremonial precision. The archives room was dimmer than Aarav expected. Its windows were narrow and set high, admitting thin slices of light instead of full views. Maya surveyed the shelves. "Everything's labeled." "And still ignored," Zara observed. Ben paused near a glass case of photographs. "Town founders always look like they knew something everyone else missed." Aarav drifted toward the far wall. The stone there felt different. Rougher. Older. As if it had belonged to something else before the room had grown around it. He didn't touch it. "Here," he said quietly. Carved into the stone, shallow but deliberate, was a name. Elias Spring. Maya released a slow breath. So he was real. Leo's grip tightened on his book. And important enough to be remembered. Or, Zara added, important enough to be remembered quietly. They read for nearly an hour. Elias Spring had been a watchmaker. He had donated time, not just money, to the school's construction. He had insisted on the clock tower's height. Its placement. "So it can hear the town," one margin note read. Another line written later. "And so the town can hear itself." Maya copied both with careful precision. Leo frowned at the next entry. He stopped attending meetings near the end. "Why?" Zara asked. "It doesn't say." Ben leaned closer. Then someone decided not to write it down. The silence that followed felt deliberate. Aarav listened. Beneath the hum of lights and the creak of shelves, he sensed something else. Not sound exactly. More like memory held inside stone. They left as the afternoon thinned into evening. Outside, the wind had settled into something steadier. More certain. Maya paused and looked back toward the school. "Not yet," she murmured. "But soon." "Soon for what?" Leo asked. Zara answered without hesitation. "For choosing." Ben smiled faintly. "Or for understanding what not to change." They started walking. Maya slowed. "What if he wasn't trying to make the town hear itself?" she asked quietly. Zara looked back toward the tower. "What if," she said, "he was trying to make it answer?" Aarav stopped. The wind had steadied. Not rushed. Not wavering. Steady. He checked his watch. 4:17. The glass face of the clock tower caught the fading light. Once. Twice. Then. Tick. Not careful. Not distant. Clear. Deliberate. And closer than it should have been. End of Chapter 4. Springdale School Mysteries books and workbooks are available on Amazon, with reading activities and creative challenges. Links are in the description. Thank you for learning with us.